What's up, YouTube? Jeff back again today. The very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Yes, the S25 Ultra is currently about 5 months away from release, but we already know quite a lot about this smartphone, so I wanted to talk about the design, the processor, everything new that you can get excited about. Before we do that, if you guys are going to order a Galaxy S25 Ultra or other S25 series device, you can get it in our free mystery box program we have over on our website, sammyguru.com. Get a free case, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand when you pre-order through our affiliate link. Basically, it's a way of giving back to you guys for supporting us on the channel and on the site. We have lots of cool stuff in there. We have Google Play credit, Amazon gift cards, other random goodies. We have some big surprises for the S25 lineup, so definitely check that out in the pinned comment and description. So as we get to talk about the S25 Ultra here, let's start by talking about the design. So here I have the S24 Ultra. It's got this very boxy design with sharp corners, which is very polarizing among many users. Some people love it, some people hate it. Samsung really moved towards this design after they decided to merge the Galaxy S with the Note lineup. This kind of became the Note S hybrid, and it took on some of those design cues from the Galaxy Note series of the past. With the S21, back before that happened, we had more of a rounded design, and with the S25 Ultra, Samsung is rumored to return to a more rounded design with the corners being rounded, so it feels a little bit nicer in hand with the less sharp corners. Now, whether or not you like this is, of course, entirely up to you, but it does give you a couple of benefits, and Samsung is also rumored to integrate this somehow with their upcoming Galaxy XR headset, so that could be one of the reasons for their change to these more rounded design corners on the S25 Ultra flagship. Another design change that we could see on the Galaxy S25 Ultra is that Samsung is planning to make this now a 6.9-inch screen that is actually slightly larger than the S24 Ultra. Apple's also rumored to do this with the iPhone 16 Pro Max later this year, so it's not really surprising that the two companies are kind of keeping parity with one another. They probably will reduce the bezels so the actual physical size in your pocket won't go up that much, because honestly this phone is already quite large, and making it even larger would probably be a mistake on Samsung's part and on Apple's part as well with their larger flagship. So you can expect a larger screen, probably slightly brighter as well, as Samsung always ups their game when it comes to the brightness. This already has the best display panel in the smartphone industry, in my opinion, on the S24 Ultra, and Samsung will probably take that the extra mile when it comes to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, we're assuming the S Pen is still going to stay in the device, which everybody loves the S Pen, but that also means that you're not going to get a larger battery. People keep asking for a larger battery on Galaxy S flagships. Because of the S Pen slot that you have right here, it makes it very difficult to fit a larger cell because you have less real estate inside the phone for that larger battery cell. Other manufacturers have been upping the battery capacity and upping it. That's because they don't have to put the S Pen in there. Very simply, Samsung does not have that luxury. Now, one thing we might see that a lot of people complain about with Galaxy phones, and rightfully so, is faster charging speeds in the S25 Ultra. We could see 65-watt charging, which is still far behind these Chinese rivals like Xiaomi, Huawei, etc., but it is still much, much better than the 45-watt charging we currently have, and that Samsung has stagnated at for several years. So that would certainly be a welcome improvement if we could get faster wired charging. And hey, faster wireless charging would be nice as well if Samsung could manage it. The anti-reflective display on the Galaxy S24 Ultra was a big hit. I would imagine Samsung will further fine-tune this with their friends at Gorilla Glass, and they will probably come up with an amazing solution that will even bring that reflectivity down even further. That will probably be another signature feature of the display. It just seems like a no-brainer at the end of the day to add that to something that was already beloved and really well reviewed by everyone who touched this phone. Other than that, there really aren't a lot of major improvements. The camera rings are going to look about the same according to the leaks. The size and the rounded corners seemed like the biggest changes in terms of the look and feel of the device, while the display improvements and, as I said, potentially faster charging also kind of round out some of those key things. Now, of course, the cameras and the internal processor also matter quite a lot. For the internal processor, we're going to get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4, which is expected to be a benchmark chip for Qualcomm in the sense that it's a huge leap forward. That means the S25 Ultra should be an absolute beast, and we've seen some benchmarks already that suggest that. The great thing about this chip is it's also going to be more power efficient, so even though we won't have a larger battery inside the S25 Ultra, we likely will get better battery life due to that more power efficient chip. Samsung is going to use the Exynos processor in certain regions in the S25 and S25 Plus, but it does seem like the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 will come to all regions when it comes to the flagship Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I know that's great news for a lot of you guys out there. In terms of the overall improvements, it looks like about 20% performance, but of course, with the added cooling and efficiency, that doesn't really tell the whole story, and it really should make for an overall better experience with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 4. In terms of cameras, Samsung is expected to improve both the ultra-wide and the 3x zoom up to 50 megapixels, which should increase the detail and help with some of those zoom issues. It does not look like we're going to get back the 10x telephoto, which a lot of people lamented the loss of that this year. Hopefully they'll also improve the 5x zoom, particularly in the software processing if they're not going to improve that with the hardware. But those improvements to the ultra-wide and the 3x zoom will be welcome and hopefully help quite a bit in low light. There doesn't appear to be any changes to the primary sensor too much, but those other parts definitely deserve upgrades as some of them are quite old. The selfie camera around front could see some small improvements, but don't expect anything too crazy on that front. Lastly, there's the matter of software, and Samsung, in my opinion, is the king of software when it comes to Android. They have the best customization, the best multitasking, the best overall feature set, and with One UI 7.0 coming up, they're adding even more amazing new features, smoother animations, a revamped quick panel, and of course, there's going to be more Galaxy Eye features coming, not only the ones that were introduced in One UI 6.1.1, but surely Samsung will introduce some new features with One UI 7.1, which is likely to launch alongside the Galaxy S25 Ultra in mid to late January. Samsung has always been at the top of their game when it comes to software. One UI 7.0 is an entirely new paradigm with some new icons, overall look and feel, improving their smoothness, which is one place that they've lacked over time, while keeping their hallmark of customization and multitasking capability. Overall, the Galaxy S25 Ultra looks like a pretty amazing improvement over the S24 Ultra. The main thing to determine is if you are really a fan of those rounded corners or if you like the squared off design. Who knows? Potentially, Samsung could break off the Note and S lines again at some point if there's a lot of fans of both. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that below. Would you like the Note line to make a proper comeback and split off from the S series once again? If you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this. Again, you guys can sign up for our mystery box program if you're going to order a Galaxy S25 device. The links are in the pinned comment description. Also, check out our website, sammyguru.com, for the latest Samsung news. We also record a weekly podcast on all things Samsung, which you can find on our website as well to subscribe on all your favorite podcatchers. Appreciate you guys checking out this, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.